Hey YouTube, it's your girl Chic from Chic Say What. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, our boy Nick Cannon, that family is growing. He's like what they say, the gift that keep on giving. So he recently welcomed baby number 9. So I will go ahead and do the customary congratulations, Nick, and baby mama number, I don't know if she like 6 or 7. Her name is Bre Tiesi. I believe her name is pronounced. Don't quote me on that. It's spelled Tiesi, Bre Tiesi. So I want to get into it. We're gonna highlight her today. Maybe if we do a video with profiling each of the baby mamas to get to know them, because it seems like they like the sister wives and they here to stay. So it's like, well, we might as well get to know them. So Bre just welcomed their beautiful baby boy, legendary love. And I want to talk about that. I came across a really a sentimental video to them where she recorded the home birth of the delivery of her baby. She had a midwife at home. So it's a beautiful little video. So I want to, get into that. I also want to talk about who is Harpo, who that woman, who is she? Um, prior to her being, Nick Cannon's baby's mom, I had never heard of this woman. So, I'm like, okay, let's see who is this woman outside of being Nick Cannon's baby mama, because she is a whole person. She had a life before Nick Cannon. So we're going to get into that. Also, I want to talk about and do an update pertaining to Gina too. Thank you guys, anybody who's coming in, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Because as I say, we real random over here. This is the party. We are the Starlights, and we get into all things celebrity, viral moments, um, YouTube foolery, like any and everything. If there's a conversation about it, listen, we gonna be a part of it. We gonna have it. So Nick Cannon, he's on the docket today. Like today, he is the topic, and the focal point is Bre Tiesi, his newest baby mom, and they delivered a baby boy. Let me go ahead and bring up a picture. Y'all know how I do. Let me go ahead and share my screen, and we're gonna jump over to this article that talks about, Nick Cannon welcoming baby number 9. So as you can see, this is the article. Nick Cannon becomes dad for the 9th time, welcomes baby boy with model Bre Tiesi. So this is the picture of them, the happy new parents. Well, one of them is a new parent, at least. But this is baby legend love. So yeah, so I want to talk about that. But again, like I said, I want to also do an update pertaining to Gina too, because she did an exclusive interview with Tasha K that I caught, I think it was last night. And, Tasha, of course, asked her, listen, like these names floating out here, Nick Cannon, Chris Brown, Chief Keef, like, come on, talk to us, sis. And I will say, to me, Gina's like, yo, like, no, she started talking about where the Chris Brown rumor came from. She's like, yo, I did model for him before, so I feel like that's why his name came up. And then Nick Cannon, she didn't do any justification as to why her name was linked to him. But I guess she knows, because I covered it on the previous video. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check that out. My video on Gina too. It's getting a lot of views on that one, but I got a lot of information on that video. So definitely check it out. But in that video, I show images of her leaving a hotel with Nick Cannon back, I think it was 2015. Don't quote me on that. Like I said, I got all the information in that video. So definitely check that out. If you check out this live, if you can. Appreciate you. Definitely make sure you comment and share. But I guess she didn't really give a story to Tasha about how Nick's name came up, because I mean that's all out there in the streets. Like we seen you, sis. We seen you. This ain't no whatever. We seen y'all. All she had to say, all she said to that was, no, I wasn't with him. Now, me personally, I didn't believe it, I could, maybe like the Chris Brown one, because she was like, oh, I modeled for him, because I hadn't seen anything in my own research with Gina and Chris Brown kind of being linked together or anything. I didn't find any cookie crumbs with that. It was just his name was thrown out there. But with Nick Cannon, sis, there's like whole pictures of you like leaving this hotel with this man. So I don't know if you saying y'all was in there playing Uno, tic tac toe, hopscotch, jumping rope. I don't know what y'all was doing in there, but it was leaving a hotel. So she says, no, I wasn't with him. So it's like, okay, so for the record, she's saying, no, I wasn't with him. No to Chief Keef, no to Chris Brown. But she's like, if I were to be with any celebrities, I wouldn't put that out there. She's just like, that's just not what I do. So I'm not mad at her with that. To me, that makes sense. To me, what's most important is that she had the conversations with those people who she was with. It's not really about her putting it out to us, to me, who she was with. It's about her having that conversation with those people who she was with. And she's like, yo, I mean, everybody I was with was tested and they came out negative. So it's like, okay. So, I mean, I found that one kind of interesting, but I'm like, my question was like, I'm having a conversation with my husband. I'm like, is AIDS one of those things to where it can be later detected? Like, can you have it, but it not come up right away? Because as she said, like, yo, Gina's like, I had it for 8 to 10 years and I did my own contact tracing. Because Tasha's like, yo, did they require you to have to do a contact tracing? She was like, actually, no, but I did one myself. And I reached out to, everyone or whatever, I guess who she felt she'd been with or needed to know. And she was like, none of them tested positive. But she didn't say any names, but she denied being with any of the celebrities that Tasha mentioned, like I said, which was Chris Brown, Nick Cannon, and Chief Keef. So she's like, no to them. Like, no, I haven't been with them. Like I said, I personally was like, I didn't believe the Nick Cannon one, just like I said, because I don't know. I don't believe that one. I don't know nothing about them other ones, but I can see, I think the way she's moving with not speaking and putting things out there from a safety perspective, I think that's the smartest route for her to go. So I think this young girl knows better and has had conversations with people like, yo, just, you can talk about you, but don't say no names, allude to being with anybody. It's just for the best for all parties. So I think she done had that kind of talk, and she's like, listen, I don't need no problems. I'm already over here trying to struggle just to breathe every day. So I'm good. No worries from me. So I think Stace is definitely on code with that, because y'all, we know this industry, you can be here today and gone tomorrow. We're going to let that sit there. So if you haven't checked out that Tasha K interview, definitely check it out. It wasn't super long. It was about a 20-minute conversation, but yet a good conversation. So she did drop some, interesting, information over there. So check it out. So I can't help but to wonder, so if anyone who has been with, say, any, these names that have been dropped out, let's just, since, Nick Cannon is the man of the hour, do you think these women who's been with Nick Cannon, such as Bre Tiesi, are concerned or raising an eyebrow about this situation? Or do you think all these women know? Like, my thing is like, with the names that are being dropped, the people who have dealt with those people, how are they feeling? Are they like, they saying this is a rumor, but still, like, are you trying to play around with a rumor like that? So I don't know. I just hope that even, if these are all rumors, alleged, whatever, I just think that people, if you've lived a reckless life at any point in your life, I feel like you should go ahead, stop what you're doing, and go handle your business. Go get tested. It doesn't hurt. It seems like really it hurts when you don't know, because as Gina said, by the time she learned, they pretty much told her, like, had you not come in here when you did, sis, like, you was on your way straight out of here. So she made it, but it's because she didn't give up with going to find out, okay, yo, like, what is wrong with me? She said she started shutting down all within a week span of finding out that she had AIDS. So she did go to the doctor, but sis was so broken down, she really had no other choice but to go to the doctor, because the way she talked about how she was in just so much, just discomfort, and she was just in bad shape. So it wasn't no place to go but to the ER. But nonetheless, she did find out she had AIDS. And at that point, she was able to start doing what she needed to do to get better. And she is on the road to getting, I guess, as close to normal as possible, I guess, for her. She still has a ways to go, but she also has come a long ways. But she has medication she has to take for the rest of her life, like a very expensive medication she talks about, like $4,500, like a month type stuff. But with insurance, it kind of helps offset that price. But sis is going through it. So she's like, yo, go get tested, know your status, period. So let's get into this story over here with Nick Cannon. Welcomes his newest baby number 9. So what is it saying? American rapper Nick Cannon welcomed his 8th child, a son with model TC, on Monday. So that's interesting. It says 9th time welcomes baby. So I don't know what the other one are they factoring in, because he did lose one. One did pass away. So I don't know what that's all about. I haven't actually did a hard count on everyone, but maybe before this live is up, we'll figure it out. In an emotional post on Instagram, the social media influencer announced his son's arrival in a 514,000 follow to his her. Okay, in an emotional post on Instagram, the social media influence announced her son's arrival to her 514,000 K 514,000 followers, named Legendary. The newborn is Cannon's first child with TC. In her detailed post, she shared that she had an all-natural, unmedicated home birth. She was in labor for 10 hours. Sis, you did that because, listen, baby, my first child, I went in with that mindset, yeah, that after about a good maybe 4 to 6 hours, I was like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. Go ahead and run me them the meds. So I did it. She began her post. So again, congratulations to you, Bre. Recalling the most humbling and limit pushing experience, she said the home birth awakened and empowered her completely. Quote, this experience has changed me forever, and I couldn't have asked for a more amazing and supportive partner. I couldn't have done it without you. I can't believe he's here, she wrote in her post. She also thanked her birthing team, which included a midwife. I can't thank my team enough for delivering my son safely, she added. So here are some images. Let me see. Let me share my screen. Make sure you can still see it from her Instagram of pictures taken of her from that day, that experience. So I think it's beautiful to capture, memorable moments like on a camera, things like this. I didn't do anything like that. I know I wanted to, but at that time when I was having children, they were like, hey, no cameras, nothing like that in the labor and delivery. So, but I think it's amazing that she does have this capture to one day be able to share with her son, or just her future children. She has anymore. It's just something to have. So she posts, I did it all natural, unmedicated home birth. This was the most humbling, limit pushing, yet awakening and completely empowering experience. I can't thank my team enough for delivering my son safely. This experience has changed me forever, and I couldn't have asked for a more amazing and supportive partner. Daddy showed the F up for us. I couldn't have done it without you. I can't believe he's here. So what got me is, like, she calls him her partner. So with Nick and these women, like, is he in a relationship? Like, I'm just confused. Like, he's having all these kids by these different women. It's like, are they like sister wives, or like they all in a relationship with him, and it's more than okay, you just having my baby, because she referred to this man as her partner. Listen, I'm phoning a friend. If you understand, let me know, because I'm confused on that one. So we'll continue to carry on with the article. The model posted an 11-minute long vlog of her birthing experience on her YouTube channel. She documented her pregnancy, natural induction, labor, pain, delivery, and other details about the midwife and excuse me, hypno birthing, and hope that this video helps anyone considering unmedicated home birth. According to a report by Page 6, the couple's newborn needed respiratory support after his birth. He was born with a long crown, which was caused by a nuchal hand or a hand by his ear. Tease shared in the YouTube vlog. Okay. After his birth, baby Cannon wasn't crying. The midwife had to use an air tube, after which he finally began to cry. Since his birth, TC has been sharing her perfect baby pictures on social media. Cannon has two children, Moroccan 11 and Monroe, daughter 11, with so Moroccan is his son, who's 11, and Monroe's his daughter. He has the twins with his ex-wife Mariah Carey, the singer. Y'all know, everybody know who Mariah Carey is. The couple was together for 8 years before calling it quits. He shares two children with former partner model Brittany Bell. Powerful Queen one. Okay, so let's get into these names, y'all. So y'all know baby legend Love was just born. So now he has two children with Brittany Bell, Powerful Queen, who's 1, and Golden, who's 5. And DJ Abby De La Rosa has a one-year-old twin son, Zion McSlydian. Listen, I'm hurt myself trying to say that middle name, and Zillion Air. Okay, there you go with those. Cannon was also father to 1-year-old Zen S with model and fitness enthusiast Alyssa Scott, but the newborn passed away within 6 months of his arrival due to brain cancer. Okay. So yeah, this is a video. I'm gonna play the video. It's 11 minutes, but it captures a lot of like great moments or whatever pertaining to the birth, the home birth. So I like to show it and get to some, some moments or whatever, because it's not too long or whatever. And so y'all can just be here for her. So fair use. We just trying to show this or commentary. Y'all, let's get into it.
All right, guys, I am 41 weeks, about to be going on 42 weeks. Nick is about to be going out of town again. He's going to be on the East Coast, so we're not really wanting to wait much longer. We're probably going to try to induce him tomorrow the healthy way. We're going to start with the massage and all the pressure points and the salad, and be doing lots of sexy time and all that type of stuff. So hopefully we can get him here ASAP. Don't want to stress Nick with having to fly back, but we're in the nursery, basically done. Still missing this flippin' rocking chair, Pottery Barn, but so close. Can't wait to meet you, son. Taking in every moment, but we still have left just us, huh, baby? I am huge, huge. Any day now. Okay, so this is the salad. This is supposed to induce labor. It honestly just looks like a regular salad.
Okay, so I muted that some because it had some music in the background, so I don't want any copyright issues or whatever. But she's basically going through showing just some things that she's been asked to eat that's supposed to help induce labor. And there's this salad called the salad, and it's something about the dressing or whatever that's supposed to help her go into labor. So that's what she's kind of doing right now, just trying to do these little things to help induce her and just get that process going. So let's get in back into it. Let me see.
Wasn't sure if my water broke or not, and I came to do my membrane sweep, and it wasn't that bad. It was like level 4, and I definitely have ruptured 2 centimeters dilated. We're gonna do this awful smoothie. What's it called? Castor oil. Ugh, castor oil. I keep calling it canola oil. Castor oil smoothie, so we can get this going and have him tonight, hopefully. Sort of secret. Yeah. She's hiding from me. Oh God. Okay. Well, this is gonna be really fun, guys. Oh, pray for me. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not that bad. I've had worse. Update. I just threw up a smoothie. Barely made it home and threw up the entire smoothie. And now I'm just dying on the couch.
Okay, so she threw up the smoothie. She going through it, y'all. She going through it. Y'all know if you have gave birth, you know what going through it mean. So right now they're profiling just the whole setup for the delivery, the nursery, everything. Why didn't no one tell me this? How many moms have said that? Moms to be have said that. Yeah, they got music in here, but you can pretty much still just see the video, see what is going on. Nick is there, apparently, they're trying to get the ball moving because he has some place to be soon. So they're trying to really kind of progress things along. So that's kind of what she's doing there, with them just trying to help progress things for her. So Nick can be around for the birth of baby legendary. Y'all think Nick's been there for all his births, been supportive like that? I don't know. I feel like he has. I don't know. Just he's out here doing the most, but I feel like he does make it a priority when his babies are entering the world to be a part of that experience. She's not the first, and so I've seen other, I guess, pictures and things like that, photo ops and things with him and his new babies and things like that. So listen, if he can at least try to be there just for this experience versus just only the part of making the child, okay. But I mean, I still need this man to do a whole lot better, because really, how can you come through and show up for this many kids at one time and you're still working to continue to make money to take care of your kids? At some point, they're not really getting all of you in a way that they deserve. I'll say that. As parents, just regular people, yes, you work, your children go to school, but for the most part, you're still present in your child's life, meaning that you're regularly, like, almost like pretty much on a daily basis or weekly basis, you're there present with your children. I can't imagine Nick weekly being able to be there physically present for all of his babies. It's just not enough hours in the day, enough time. He still has to eat, sleep, take care of himself. Remember, this is a man who's living with lupus. That's what he says he has. So that's what we going with. So he has his own little things going on as well that requires for him to take a certain type of care for himself. And where are you finding all this time to just be there and be at all of these, recitals, sporting events and all of that? Like, come on now. And then these kids are still going to continue to grow. They're going to experience different challenges and different things going on with them. There's going to be times where out of 9 plus kids, some of them going to be having personal things going on with them at the same time. You can't be at 2 places at one time, and you're having to figure out who you're going to be trying to come through for. Like, it's just a lot. And it's just unfortunate that, to me, it just seems like his focus is just, okay, spread my seed, leaving a legacy behind, and that's it. Not so much of the day to day. To me, I feel like with having these kids, Nick is more so driven from, okay, when he's gone, what he has left versus the present, as in, okay, how what he's doing in the present is impacting the lives of the people or the children. Like, to me, he's not focused on the present. He's more so, to me, operating out of a future, out of a scarcity type mindset, I guess, where it's just like, okay, I got to do this because this might happen, like almost like a panic mode. And it's just like, bro, like, what about the now and these kids that they're living now? I know you want to leave something behind, but what about all the parts of while they're still on this earth, while they're breathing? What about that part? So I don't feel like Nick is doing a lot of, thinking about that part. Um, but listen, I mean, these women have, signed up for this. So what they say, you like it, I love it. So I'm like, well, who is this woman? So I want to jump over to this article I found with Bre discussing her relationship with Nick Cannon. So I'm like, okay, because like I said, I was questioning, she called him her partner. So I'm like, okay, so are the other mothers his partners too? Or are you just the partner and they're just his baby? Like, how does this work? How does this work? Help me, Bre. Help me. Help a sister out. So she's finna try to do, I guess, the best she can here. So here's an article from blackenterprise.com. So it says Bre Tiesi discusses relationship with Nick Cannon. Quote, I'm only worried about my family. So sis, like, listen, I ain't worried about what's going on outside of these walls. What you do is what you do. I'm worried about this. But the problem to me with that statement is like, what's going on outside of your walls, your roof that you pay for or that somebody's paying for you, it can still have a bearing on your life, your children's life, because things from the outside can come into the inside, as we've seen with Gina too. Like, she was out there in them streets doing whatever, but what they call it, the gift of love to keep on get the gift that keep on giving, there are some things that can still make its way back to you. So let's get into this and see what this woman talking about, because I'm trying to, let me see. Let me get my article back up, y'all. Okay, make sure we good. Okay, we good. Listen, Bre, help a sister out. So let's see what it says. It says Nick Cannon's next future baby mother publicly sold. This article was dated June 23rd. So this is, of course, before the baby was born. So Nick Cannon's next future baby mother publicly spoke about the unorthodox relationship she has with the radio show host in an interview this week. Earlier this week, the 31-year-old real estate agent, model, and ex-wife of former NFL player Johnny Manziel, Bre Tiesi, discussed her relationship with the Wild 'N Out creator and the Masked Singer host in an interview with B. Simone and Megan Brooks on their podcast, Know for Sure. So it's Tuesday. That means it's pod day. We had the chance to sit down with Bre Tiesi, who is an entrepreneur, real estate agent who is pregnant with Nick Cannon child. We got to dive into their relationship and what that looks like. The convo was great. Tune in now. Um, so let's listen. Let's hear what she got to say. We're gonna hear it from what they say from the horse's mouth. So Let's go.
So we all know who she's with. Nick, like Nickelodeon. Yeah.
Like, how does it work? Is it polygamy, open relationship? Is it we'll never get married?
This is our relationship.
Okay.
And what you do outside of that is what you do outside of that. I'm only worried about my family. I'm worried about my home. All of my needs are met at the end of the day.
Okay.
Everything is respectful. Everything is honest.
Be honest. If more people walked in their truth, you can actually date people that believe in the same thing as you and stop lying to your significant other.
It's like you're conning people into a relationship. You told me you were X, Y, and Z, but you ain't. That's how we get here.
When you have to lie to somebody, and it puts you in a fucked up position in your relationship. As females, we fuck up on that part. Why would he tell you the truth if every time he does it, you wild the fuck out? Instead of being like, let's have a conversation.
I get it.
Or thank you for telling me the truth. I may not be okay in this moment, but at least you told me the truth.
And you don't have to respect that.
And you don't have to agree.
So listen, sis, like, long as you taking care of me, taking care of home, providing the lifestyle I want, I ain't worried about none of that that's going on out there in these streets. So last month, the article goes on to say last month the couple went on a baby moon to a Caribbean getaway for TC's 30th birthday. Page 6 reported Cannon announced in January that he was expecting his 8th child with the model. Cannon is already the father of 7 children, 10-year-old twins Monroe and Moroccan with ex-wife Mariah Carey, 5-year-old Golden or Sagan, 1-year-old Powerful Queen, and Brittany Bell, and 9-month-old twin Zion Mixlodian and Zillion Air with Abby Della Rosa. Listen, it also says the Masked Singer host welcomed son Zen Cannon just last year with Alyssa Scott, but the baby sadly passed away on December 5th from brain cancer. So I don't know, y'all. What do you think? Is that a good way to think? Like, listen, I ain't worried about what's going on with the next. Long as you know you here when I need you, this taken care. Like, what? How long y'all think that that's going to withstand? Hold up, with her having that mindset, and now that she's a mom. Listen, she's young. I'm curious to know why. So she was married to to NFL player Johnny Manziel. I wonder what's the deal with that. Let's get into that. Like, why didn't they work? Why didn't they have children? So let me research him. Let's listen. We finna get into it because I'm trying to understand. Okay, you had a whole husband out there, no children, and then you get with this black man because like Johnny Manziel, they're going, what is he? Is he a white man? Listen, he look white to me. Like, I'm trying to understand, like, she say, how do we get here? Sis, how did we get here? Like, how did we get here to where this is like, yo, you know what? I don't want you anymore. I want him. So let's see. Gets divorce. Let's see what we find pertaining to situation. Okay, so let's go to TMZ. Y'all know they be having a tea. We finna see what is going on here. Listen. So this article was dated December 4th, 2019. So this was all pre-depend. Like this is when it started popping off, y'all. So Johnny Manziel, Bre Tiesi files for divorce. So let's listen. It's official. Split bill for Johnny Manziel and Bre Tiesi. The model has filed for divorce. So she filed for divorce. We knew this was coming for months. Bre and Johnny initially broke up in early 2019 after only 1 year of marriage. Tiesi had previously called Manziel out for allegedly cheating on her, saying vows were broken. So you left your husband because he cheated on you, but you good with being with Nick Cannon? Like, listen, y'all, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Bre filed docs Wednesday morning, Los Angeles, which starts the process of officially ending the marriage. The 2012 Heisman Trophy winner and Bre started dating in 2016 and got married shortly after. So she's a woman listening. She be moving and shaking. Like, I guess maybe her and Nick have that in common to where they just like, listen, we just finna live it up. get it how we live, you know, and make it do what it do, like just arguably reckless at times, you know. That's what I'm picking up here, and that's seems like what they both kind of may have in common. But again, that's just me and just me looking at, okay, just with this marriage situation and the timeline. The star quarterback previously credited TC with saving his life while he worked to beat the off-field demons. Of course, Johnny has been fighting to get back to football after the Cleveland Browns cut him in March 2016. He had a brief stint with the Canadian football team before getting kicked out for breaking his contract agreement. Manziel also played 2 games with Alliance of American Football before the league suspended football operations this past April. TC kickstarted the Manziel cleanse back in August when she had all her Johnny related tattoos removed, saying there was 0% chance of reconciliation. Now, one thing I hope she don't not gonna do is go get Nick Cannon tatted anywhere on her body, because that, like, if she go do that, then that's just finna just take the cake, y'all. Because I'm just shortly after they broke up, Manziel spoke with TMZ Sports about the split, saying this is all very, very personal, very sad. Quote, I appreciate everyone who has been so supportive of both of us, and I would just ask that everyone respect our privacy at this difficult time. My hope is to put my head down and be allowed to focus on work and what is required of me on the football field. So listen, she left the man. She was like, I can't do this no more. You out here doing the most. And then only for her to end up with somebody, to me, who looked like they probably arguably doing more than what he was doing. But listen, you like it, I love it. Be careful. I hope, sis, you're getting tested with that mindset of what you do outside is what you do. What you do outside, because that kind of thought process can be very dangerous. So, background, you know, that's what we learned about old girl. So she has been married. She know what married life is about. Listen, she left the man for cheating. So also, you know, we learned that she's also a real estate agent. So I found some information highlighting that. And let's see. So we over on the cut.com. Bre Tiesi, Nick Cannon's newest co-parent, is joining Selling Sunset. So I don't know if any of you guys get into that. I know there, you know, that I know it's a show that's out there. It's not a show that I ever got into, but I've heard good things about it. I know, you know, it's pretty popular. I did watch the one with was it Selling Miami with what was that I can't remember, with that football player that was connected to, I think she was with he was dated Evelyn. Was that Chad Ochocinco? Was that him? Is that his name? That his baby mom is on there selling real estate in Miami. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But they ended up having like a Miami version with black women, you know, selling Miami. It was pretty. Uh-oh.
Sorry,
Uh-oh.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Uh-oh, my watch went off. But the Miami one was pretty good. I know a lot of people was kind of comparing it to the Selling Sunset, where they, you know, they were like, hey, we not, I know DJ Envy end up making a comment about, like, you know, publicly, which he wasn't the only one that felt that way, because, you know, there's other people, you know, people that I know that are in the industry that, you know, works full-time in the industry, and they're like, I wasn't really seeing them, you know, really closing deals too much on that show versus, I guess, on Selling Sunset. You're, you know, it's kind of like a regular to kind of see them closing deals or whatever. But nevertheless, you know, it was a pretty good show. So again, I think that one was called maybe Selling Miami, and I think it was maybe on Netflix. So look into that. But again, it was black women. And I think they're supposed to be coming back as well. But I haven't heard anything as of late, or I don't know if there was a new season that came about. But again, I believe it was that football player, Chad Ochocinco, his current girlfriend. I know they have a child together. I believe they're still together. She owns I think Allure Realty or Real Estate. I think that's the name of her real estate company out of Miami. But she has a successful practice. So she has her offices. I think she's in different parts of Florida or something like that. So yeah, just go ahead and get into that. But I'd say all that to say, so therefore, you know, if you weren't familiar with what Selling Sunset is, you know, it's pretty much like that. But I think Selling Sunset. I think they're in California. So let's get into this article. It might give us more information about that show. It was only a matter of time before Nick Cannon became, at the very least, tangentially connected to the Selling Sunset. If Justin Hartley and Simu Liu can do it, so can the man with 1,000,001 jobs. Cannon is joining the extended Selling Sunset family through Bre Tiesi, with whom he just welcomed a son, legendary Love Cannon. According to her Instagram, TC has been working as a real estate agent in addition to her modeling career. She's a wild and out regular for a while, though her professional Instagram account is currently private right now. She's best known as Cannon's newest co-parent, but fans shouldn't necessarily expect him or their child to make a cameo on the Netflix reality show. Quote, I'm not going to necessarily hide Legendary from anything, TC told People of her approach to sharing her personal life with the cameras. It is what it is between his dad and I. So to me, when she say it is what it is, that stuff's so dysfunctional. She can't even put words. That's what makes me ask, like, how long can this sustain? Because to me, the way she talks about it when we saw that clip, it's like she can't even make sense of it. She's trying to. And like I said, once you become a parent, things start to hit differently. You start to move differently. You thinking differently. You now, it's no longer about self. You're thinking about what's best for your child, stability of your child. Y'all, this is going to get old. Like, this is going to get real old. I feel like by the time baby Legendary is like 2, she's going to be over that. She's going to be trying to move on with her life. Listen, you just take care of your child, because she's still human. Her child is human, and she's going to get to a point to where she's going to feel like they deserve more, which is why she left her husband. I deserve more. She knows that, but I think right now she's just settling because he's Nick Cannon and it's a clout type situation. It helps her, but though, look at what cost though. Is it worth it? And I think it's going to come to a point to where she's going to be like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. And it's so crazy because even before these latest, like, I think somebody said he got maybe about 3 babies that's probably due to be born this year. But I was hearing that he was talking about he wanted to get back with Mariah. And then y'all remember he had made a song even, he made a song about wanting to be with Mariah, or like, it was like this love song. And it was on YouTube. He had the comments off. It was like I think it was on Valentine's Day. Y'all, I think he had posted this song on Valentine's Day. And I went straight to the comments. I'm like, Lord Jesus. But he had them comments off. That fool knew better. Like, he knew better. But I never heard nothing else about the song. But it was like he had posted it. I wonder if it's still out there. But anyway, listen, y'all. And then, like, recently, before I started hearing that he had more babies coming this year, I was hearing that he was like trying to holler back at Mariah, like, basically, I messed up. I want to be back with you. But I'm like, hell, Mariah ass ain't finna take that man back with all them kids. Sir, when she met you, you had no kids. When you guys broke up, you left with the 2 they had together. Now you got a whole football team. Come on now. What woman finna sign up for that? Have all them kids over there at her house messing up her house and staying in her foot. Listen, Mariah, like, what I'm not gonna do as I'm, getting old. I'm not gonna be dealing with you and your babies. Our kids, as we seen, her twins are 11. So they like less than halfway to being. Mariah, like, no, sir, that's on you. Don't be coming over here, because of course them kids on his walk, they gonna be over there at her house if they hook. Nah, Mariah was like, no, ma'am. In true Black woman fashion, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, sir. Good luck with all of that, because now you got a lot of baggage that's coming with you. You didn't have all that when I got with you. Because Lord knows, if Mariah had all that, when it wouldn't have been no Mariah and Nick Cannon. It wouldn't have been no Mariah probably with nobody if she coming to the table with all that. Because most men, let's be real, ain't trying to sign up to be with a woman out the gate that's coming to the table with all them kids. And if it is a man that's trying to sign up for that, he gonna have less than what she got, to where she's his come up. Even though she got all the kids, she may be the one coming to the table with the Section 8, the food stamps, or if she got a business, who's there? There's a YouTuber out there that I follow, Strong Mommy Chrissy. Chrissy got like 9 kids. The last man she was with, they ended up getting engaged, but he wasn't on her level. She was basically the one holding everything down. So I understood right away why he came in and was accepting of her and her children, because basically he didn't have anything to offer. So it's just like, okay, well, you're the one taking care of it. I'll be here as a support, a helping hand, but financially she's the one who's holding it down. So he felt like, okay, I'm really not losing because I got a roof over my head. I'm gonna eat because hell, she got 9 kids, 9 kids to feed. So I'm good, and they're not together now, because she came to accept the fact that he was dusty. Yes, she coming to the table with 9 kids, but Chrissy can hold her stuff down. Ain't nobody doing nothing for her. She works hard. If you follow her, she holds things down herself. She's very transparent. So as people may judge her and be like, oh my gosh, she got a lot of kids. She does. But guess what? Chrissy is taking care of her kids. She does all of that. So you can say what you want, but nobody's doing Chrissy any favors. Chrissy is holding down. She's holding down the show. Like, she's doing what she's supposed to do. So like I said, he's gone. She's now back to now focusing on her brand and taking care of her babies. But that's what happens. Typically, just if a man is coming along and he's talking about, okay, yeah, I'm gonna accept you and all your, 6, 9+ kids. And if he ain't even coming to the table with all that, you already know what it is. And some women just may be good with that because it's just like, well, I mean, it is what it is. But really, if we really be realistic about it, ain't no man in his right frame of mind finna just come and sign up for that. It's not even like your kids are grown, especially when they're little kids like that. No. So no, he wouldn't have dealt with that with Mariah or any woman, because a lot of these women he's making babies with, they don't even have children. Their first child is with him. I want to say everybody, he's probably like the father of their first child. But I have another article we're going to jump into that talks about the different moms and things like that. So maybe it'll kind of answer that question. But Nick's going around being the first to a lot of these women, but they're not his first. You see what I'm saying? He's the first to procreate with them, but they're not the first to procreate with him. You see how one-sided it is? And ladies, like, I seen an interview. It was Mr. Let Go and Brittany Griner, and he had posted I watched it last night. He posted it on his page. And Brittany was trying to understand, why is it okay? Why is it that if she's with 300 men and he is with 300 women, Mr. Let Go, using him as an example, or Aaron, but his brand is Mr. Let Go. Why do I look worse than you? And he's like, because I'm a man. And here's the hard reality of things. It's just like, as they say, life isn't fair. And no, it doesn't sound fair. But no, ladies, we cannot move in the same manner in which a man could move. And the reason he said, because Brittany, I am the man. I asked for marriage. I can go and get married tomorrow. You can't, because you're sitting waiting for someone to ask your hand for marriage. And ain't no man in his right frame of mind who knows that you've been out there busting it wide open in the streets is going to get down on one knee and ask you to marry. Only person I know who did that mess was on Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. With Kim Kardashian. But that's an anomaly. But for the most part, but even when Kanye did it with Kim, to me, Kim business wasn't out there like that, as far as with like her, to me, she wasn't out there like that, as in a way to where how I feel like Brittany Griner is being put out there. And maybe it's dealing with the black and a white thing, because Brittany is a black girl. She's probably biracial, but she got black in her, so we'll call her a black girl. So maybe she's looked at, maybe her resume does line up with Kim Kardashian's. But again, as I say, we can't look the rule. I don't make the rules. I'm just telling you, y'all know with black women, we don't have the same rules as other women or white women. It's not the same. And Kim Kardashian, that whole situation should have taught you that, because it certainly taught me we can't move in the same way. Because to me, Black China wasn't out here moving no differently than Kim Kardashian. But guess what? She don't look like Kim Kardashian. So it's like with black women, it's a different, we got different rules. Like we're looked to move I don't know, it's almost like we got to do better. We're looked at, oh, you should do better, but then it's like with the white woman, oh, she get a pass. It's just the craziest thing. But yes, like I said, y'all check out his YouTube channel, Mr. Let Go. He regularly drops a lot of gems. He goes live all the time. He's like the hardest working man I see on YouTube. But he goes hard, and I just thought that it was just like a, I don't know if you would classify as a short or something, but it was a clip, maybe like 5 minutes, but y'all, it was so much information that just came out from that clip. So again, his channel is Mr. Let Go. And I may be able to jump over there and show it and not have any issues with him or whatever. But y'all, it's a real thing. Ladies, we got to understand we can't move. We can't move the way a man moves. So no, Brittany, a man's not going to look at you in the same value as you may look at a man after you know that he been with 300 people. I'm just saying, it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's see with this. Let me get back, finish up this article. So I'm not going to necessarily hide legend from anyone. TC told people of her approach to sharing her personal life with the camera. It is what it is between his dad and I. He's still obviously so little, so I will protect him from the majority of it for a little while. Okay, still TC did say she was excited to bond with the other new and soon to be moms in the Oppenheim offices, including Heather Ray Elmosa, so fans can expect motherhood to factor into her storyline at least a little bit. Also joining Selling Sunset for season 6 is Nicole Young, a member of the Opium Group, who was originally supposed to be on the show when it premiered. She backed out the last minute. I just wasn't ready to expose my life, she told people. Selling Sunset season 6 does not yet have a release date. So, it might be a lot of people tuning in that season just to kind of see you know, what kind of information TC is going to reveal about her personal life. I guess Nick Cannon making appearance and all of that jazz. So good luck, Bre. But like I said, my prediction is in about 2 years, by the time Baby Legendary is 2, she gonna be like, listen, I can't do this no more. You finna hear about her in a whole nother relationship, and somebody might mess around and wife her up. I'm just saying, that's just, Sheik's predictions on that. So we're going to jump over. Like I said, I wanted to talk about and show you. I found an article that kind of gathered the information in one spot pertaining to his children and their mothers. So this is on the usmagazine.com. And I just was like, listen, I'm trying to do this timeline because, like I said, that article said welcomes baby number 9, but then it talked about him having 8 kids. So I'm like, well, yo, y'all jacking me up. Do I need to change the title of my little video? So let's just see if we can math, because what they say, that math ain't mathing. So I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. So y'all help me. Drop a comment if you have. Thank you for joining. Please make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Because as I say, we real random over here, but we definitely get into it. And we're getting into Nick Cannon and his harem. So Nick Cannon's family guide. See the stars' children and their mothers. So this was recently posted July 26th. So this is Nick Cannon and doting dad. Nick Cannon welcomed 8 children over the years, and the little ones are too cute. Well, I've never heard anyone argue the fact that he had beautiful children, or even that, the mother of his children beautiful. So listen, when it comes to looks, that's never, only time that's up for the conversation is when we take notice that he does not impregnate melanated women, meaning Black women. No, he's just not about the sisters. Like, it is what it is. He ain't, Chris Brown ain't, who else? Trey Songz, a lot of all those heartthrobs. No, Keisha, they not checking for you. Like, nah, I mean, they want your support, but Simone, while you over on Wilding Out, nah, you might be light skinned, but you got too much, you melanated, so no, that ain't gonna work. So they don't really rock with the queens like that, but hey, it is what it is. The Wild 'N Out host first became the father in 2011 when he and his then wife Mariah welcomed their twins, Barack and Monroe. The former couple divorced after five years later, and they have been co-parenting their son and daughter since. So, quote, we got our egos in this, we got our egos and this selfish behavior, but when you put your children first, you understand that it's about unconditional love. All that other stuff just falls apart. The former America's Got Talent host exclusively told US Weekly in April 2019, I always want what's best for my children. That's a full statement, because back then when he made that comment, this was pre him having all of these kids. So, as I say, that question still holds, like, can Nick be there and be the father that his children deserve when he's steady, continuously making more children and then they're in different households? It's not like they all just live in one concubine, like they all just under one. That's not the situation. Like, these kids all are in different households, being raised by different women. Like, what kind of vehicle would he need to have? Say, if he wanted to just say, hey, I'm getting all my kids today. Like, what would that? I'll be wondering that with going back to Strong Mommy Chrissy, the YouTuber. Y'all check her out if you don't know who she is. Like I said, I think sis got like 9 kids. I'll be wondering what she drive, or is it the experience? Hey, there's 2 vehicles that always got to leave. Me driving one with half the kids and somebody else driving the other one. Because I've seen her plenty of times in a vehicle and it looked like just a standard like SUV that seats up to 6, 7 people. Like, and I listen, the math, the way adding 2, carrying the 1, subtract, it's not adding up to a seat to cover her and 9 kids. So I'm like, okay, sis she gotta be making 2 trips or she got 2 videos. But Nick Cannon, same situation. Like, what does this experience look like for you to have all your children together? Is it gonna be like, okay, yeah, y'all mama's gonna have to drop y'all off because y'all know I ain't got no vehicle big enough to be going and swooping y'all up? Like, I don't know. I'm just wondering. But let's get back to the article. The California native told us 1 year prior that Carrie was still his home girl. The comedian Gus, she always will be. Whatever she does, that's Mariah Carey. She can do no wrong in my book. So that just lets me know he's like, yo, clearly, okay, I'm the one. I messed up. Like, Mariah's good. And as we're seeing how his life is playing out, to me, it's just evident who's the problem. The actor also shares 2 children with Brittany Bell and Abby De La Rosa. Bell gave birth to son Golden and daughter Powerful in February 2017 and December, respectively, while the DJ welcomed twin sons, Zillion and Zion, in 2021. So Nick talks a good game, but I mean, I just think that he got that gift to gab. He's an entertainer. And I just think that eventually all of these women are all going to wake up. It's going to be at their own pace, at their own times. But I feel like they all will. Shalonda Farley said, it's their choice who they want to be with. Yes, it's definitely their choice. It is everyone's choice, and choices has consequences. We all have that ability to make our choice, but we have to live with everything that comes along with that choice. Just as I say, Gina too, she made her choices and she's now living with her choices. And so it's bigger than, your choice of who you want to be with. You have to think smart about your choices. Because like I always say, life is about choices, but we have to still be smart about our choices. So let's see. Article goes on to say, I pray that God give you both the strength to walk brave and boldly in your individual truth, just like your daddy. The entrepreneur wrote to Instagram in 2021, your dad and I will always be here for you both in complete unison and support. No matter what this world may throw your way, know that forgiveness is key, and what is for you is for you. Both are already so loved, and we can't wait to meet you. So those were sentiments that he had for the babies, that he had with De La Rosa. And let's see who else. So these are pictures with Mariah Carey and her twins, Moroccan and Monroe. They're super cute. So now down here, this is his son, Golden Cannon. So Golden Cannon, Belle debuted her baby boy via Instagram March, excuse me, March 2017, writing, "Being a mommy is so incredible." Powerful Queen Cannon. "The best gift ever," Belle captioned. Hospital photo, December 2020. "We have been surprised with a girl." Powerful Queen Cannon came this week. Perfect timing for Christmas. So much more to share. All I can say is that Nick was my rock through the most intense yet empowering natural birth. Natural water birth. It was nothing but powerful. Merry Christmas. Thank you. So that's what I said when earlier in the video when I showed him on the side of Bre Tiesi. He was very supportive, and I just felt like he give that same energy with all of the mother of his children when they're bringing his children into the world, which is awesome. But what kind of energy are these children continuing to get after they're here? Because kids, we got it. They're here. You got to continue to raise them. So it goes beyond capturing the moment of childbirth. It's like, okay, when children start going through things, anybody who's a parent or hell, you've been a kid before, you start going through things to where you need support, you need your parent. And then if there's a parent who's holding it down by themselves, like a woman doing it by herself, it's hard. Single parenting is hard. And if he's not there and then they got this pressure on their own to be doing it and all he can do, is send his money. Sometimes it's not about the money. Sometimes it's about, listen, tag you it. Listen, I'm tired. I'm tired. I need a nap. So it's more than just, the finances. It's a lot that comes with parenting. And I just hope that all of his children, they grow up feeling like they had the attention or that they felt like they needed or wanted from both of their parents. Not about the money, but just, did I look in the sand out there? Did I see daddy and mommy sitting out there represent me? Was daddy there, at like that type of stuff? Not, oh yeah, well, daddy bought me this, daddy bought, because you have parents out there who just will just send money. You got your child support fathers that they're like, well, listen, I'm financially taking care of my child, so that's it. But it's more to parenting than just financially supporting your child. Like, come on now. We all know that. And a child deserves to have all of their parent, not just some of them. So this is another Zillion Cannon. The new mom cradled her son in a sweet footage. So Zan Cannon, Scott revealed her baby-to-be's name in May 2021 maternity photo shoot. The model announced the little one's June 2021 arrival via Instagram. The following month, Zan passed away at 5 months old after suffering a brain tumor. So from my understanding, this Alyssa, she's pregnant right now with another baby for Nick. So, okay. So this is the latest baby's mom. So this is Bre. Legendary. So this is Legendary's mom. TC announced July 22 that she and Cannon had welcomed a baby boy. So yeah, so that's what we led the video with, talking about her and welcoming baby Legendary Zen. He's super cute. Congratulations to her and Nick for the latest addition to the Cannon family. So as I say, y'all, we just got to be smart how we move in these streets. It's not really per se about judging. It's just about, listen, people, like, we got to think smart, because acting reckless can actually be detrimental. And I keep referring back to Gina too. She, check out that interview with Tasha K that she did. She just talks about, like, listen, we gotta go get tested. We gotta know, like, we have to just be smarter with how we move in these streets. So it's just not about, oh, well, yeah, these women have a choice. Yes, they have a choice, but God damn it, come on, let's use some common sense and discernment. Because eventually these same women, I tell you, they're going to be feeling the type of way about him and bad mouthing him, because at some point it's going to get old, if it hasn't already for some of them. Some of them, it probably has already gotten old. But, when you make your bed, and I'm sure, they say, well, they got the beautiful thing that came out of the whole situation with Nick is their child. But listen, there's a lot more that also came with the situation. A lot of, heartache and stress, embarrassment, disappointment, lies, all of that. So listen, you make your bed hard, you got to lie in it. So that's the life and the story of our man Nick Cannon and his latest baby mama, Bre Tiesi. Like I said, he got some more babies that are due to come. I think someone said, he was saying that he had maybe about 3 of them that's due to be born with just in 2022 alone. Do y'all think this man is done? Like, I haven't seen no signs of him done, but I heard him. I thought he talked about I heard him say something about he did an interview with somebody and he said he was in counseling and he was and I thought he talked about maybe he was gonna stop having kids. Like, I'm so confused. I think he would say he was abstinent. He was sustaining from sex at that time. Listen, what was it? Was that man lying? Was that man just lying just to have something to talk about in the interview? I cannot, Nick. I cannot. So at this point, Nick's like, listen, my goal, I'm having at least 3 kids a year, and I'm gonna be in somebody Guinness Book of World Records. Period. And who gonna check me, boo? Like, that's the energy I'm picking up from this man. And anybody who chooses to be a part of that, to sign up for that, more power to you. Know your status. Know your status. Protect yourself, protect other people, but you're making a decision to move how you move. That's your business. But as you're dealing with other people, going forward, be responsible because they didn't sign up for that. So just be responsible. But just let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment. I'm going to share these links in the description so you can refer back to any of them. Again, congratulations to the Cannon family for the new addition. But everybody, take care of yourself. Know your status. Think beyond yourself. Yes, as this, Shalonda Farley said, it's their choice who they want to be with. It certainly is. And it's also going to be on you when you learn that choice had a negative consequence due to reckless behavior. See, you can't hide behind what's my choice when it comes to reckless behavior. At some point, you have to use common sense and discernment. So it's not an excuse. You have to use, these women seeing other women before them going through it. So you can't be over here, boo-hooing and in your feelings when things ain't going right, when there were like 5 other women before you that made it clear that he was on some other type of stuff, some other type of time. So it's going to be interesting to see how this play out. Like I said, I don't see longevity, meaning 5+ years or nothing with him. Yes, being holding things down with any of these women. It's just going to be him financially taking care of them. They probably won't be talking because of some deal they have. But these women, I'm sure some of these women out of maybe 6 months, at least a good 2 or 3 of them are at this point are like, you know what? F Nick. They cussing Nick out behind closed doors. It's just not on the internet yet. So y'all, we got to move smart. We got to move smart. We got to look at the reading on the wall, look at the signs, look at the history, look at the people before us. Like, all of that can help us to make our decisions. We don't have to experience everything for ourselves to know that something's not going to be good or something's not favorable. Like, I've never been one of those people where it's like, oh, I got to experience it for myself. No, no, no. No, no, no. A wise person can learn from the experiences of other people. Like, you don't have to experience everything. And my thing is, you don't have to experience it for yourself to become a baby mama of Nick Cannon to know that, okay, Nick Cannon on some other type of stuff, some other type of time. No, you just look at, hell, you can do a general Google search like I did to see what this man all about without leaving the comfort of your home. Like, it's that simple if you want to know. So we can't just hide behind what's their choice or whatever. Yes, but choices have consequences. Go holler at your girl Gina too. I'm sure she got a whole lot to tell you about what choices and how that worked out for her, because she had a choice to be out there moving recklessly and not in the midst of it, getting her chat, going and get tested having, the health checks that she should have when you know that you're living a reckless type lifestyle. I'll just leave that there. But let me know your thoughts, y'all. I mean, I had a lot to say on this. I definitely would like to know what you have to say. Drop a comment. Are you here for Nick and all his children? Are you like, yo, the more the merrier? Christmas is going to be lit. Easter egg hunts are going to be lit. Like, what's your thoughts? Or are you like, no, you need to slow your roll. You're doing too much. And at this point, how are these children benefiting from you going around doing all this? Are these children getting together? Are Moroccan and Monroe getting together with all of their siblings regularly to get to know them, to spend time with them? Because like I said, Mariah, like, you ain't finna be bringing all them kids over to my house, tearing up my house, messing up my hardwood floors, staining my carpets, putting their dirty hands on my like Mariah. So any chance him thinking he about to get back to with Mariah, Miss Carrie, I don't see that happening. If she's somebody with common sense, it ain't gonna happen. But I don't know. Nick just out here just moving recklessly, being foolish, and whoever signs up to be a part of that, it's their choice. Good luck with all of that. So drop a comment, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you have the notification bell hit, so therefore you know when I go live. And this is Chic signing out, and I will catch you on the next broadcast. Peace.